The art of living fully. Imagine if today were your last day on Earth. How do you wish to be remembered? We all have limited time in this world. The question is, how can we live our days to the fullest so that our lives are worthwhile when it's all said and done? In this video, we'll explore perspectives on savoring each moment and creating memories that echo beyond our lifespans. There may even be insights from ancient wisdom and modern schools of thought. By the end, you'll understand more about the art of living fully, and have tactics to apply right away. We might all have different outlooks, but hopefully there are shared truths we can learn together. Stay tuned to the end where we'll uncover an unexpected historical case study on the regrets of the dying. Embracing the present. As a child, life seems to stretch endlessly before you. Each day brims with curiosity and new possibilities. But at some point, time starts feeling more precious. Seasons go by faster, kids grow, and we're reminded of the value in slowing down to appreciate fleeting moments. Of course, living fully isn't just about indulging every desire. It requires nurturing our relationships, chasing meaningful goals, keeping an open and curious mindset. True fulfillment means structuring our limited time wisely. Rushing through life distracted and stressed will never be as rewarding as investing ourselves with purpose and presence. And could a higher power have insights on savoring life's richness? Most faiths speak to being grateful for all we've been given. Acts of compassion bring joy. Detaching from materialism liberates us. Having an eternal perspective makes the present feel more precious. Perhaps wisdom from ancient scriptures and modern thought leaders both have something to offer. The ancient Greeks spoke of lycropes bios, life cut short. They urged people to embrace each moment before that inevitable end. Roman poets like Horace told citizens to seize the day, believing we'll all ultimately turn to dust. Ancient Indian wisdom advises non-attachment from possessions to find inner peace. And religious texts implore compassion, ethics, and spiritual devotion to give life meaning. Today neuroscientists study how to rewire our brains for greater presence, meaning, and joy through practices like mindfulness, gratitude, and emotional intelligence. Psychologists underscore self-actualization in Maslow's hierarchy toward deeper fulfillment. And positive psychology reveals how things like social connections, intentional activities, and a sense of purpose enrich well-being. So what does this mean for our daily lives? We likely all get distracted reliving the past and worrying about the future. How much is spent consuming rather than connecting? Or numbing rather than feeling? Perhaps we can reflect on what really matters before the chance is gone. What would give our limited days more purpose, passion, and nostalgic memories? Embracing mortality. Contemplating our mortality can stir up uneasy feelings, but that discomfort is what makes the present feel precious. The goal isn't morbid preoccupation but motivation to live while we can. Thinking about how we'll be remembered, or what we might regret not doing, helps orient us toward what deserves more energy. The ticking clock can inspire us toward greater fulfillment rather than paralysis. Of course, living fully has challenges too. Financial limitations can restrict choices. Health problems sap vibrancy. Lost loved ones leave voids. Disappointments breed cynicism and fear of investing in other dreams. But part of savoring life means evolving around obstacles, rebounding after setbacks, and rediscovering sources of hope and meaning. We humans often just distract ourselves from the uncomfortable reality that time is limited. We overschedule and constantly strive rather than pause and appreciate. We procrastinate on passions assuming the chance will come again later. But reflecting on mortality shouldn't paralyze, it should liberate us toward living more vibrantly. Especially after recent years of uncertainty, many are reassessing priorities. Near-death experiences with illness or accidents prompt reflections on what matters most. Tragic losses of life too young spurs loved ones to live more purposefully. And retirement milestones cause introspection on meaning beyond work. Collectively, we're awakening to the preciousness of each breath. We all identify with wanting to make the most of our fleeting time here. No one wants the end to creep up filled with regret over dreams deferred. Most spiritual traditions speak to staying present, detaching from materials, nurturing bonds, and finding higher purpose. And psychologists reveal tactics for fuller living. At our core, we know deeper fulfillment means fully engaging in each moment. Timeless lessons for living fully. So what timeless lessons can better guide us? Life is precious, we only get so many sunrises. Chasing possessions won't sustain us, inner peace and purpose will. Loving openly enriches, fear and cynicism isolate us. Presence grounds us, distraction makes us numb. Compassion uplifts, self-absorption hardens our hearts. Simple joys nourish, overstimulation exhausts. Time spent on passions energizes, merely existing drains. What we give freely echoes longer than what we grip tightly. Learning the art of living fully matters because it defines life's quality right up until the final curtain. Our days gain more texture when we immerse in them rather than watching them pass by hollowly. Each moment holds opportunities for meaningful connections, growth, discovery, transcendence. But we have to tune into the channel of aliveness and possibility. We can't defer or distraction ourselves into stagnation. Imbuing life with passion and purpose ultimately crafts the most worthwhile existence. What we live spills into what's left behind. For people of faith, God connects all things for good, even life's end. Scripture says His works are done in truth and uprightness. Our days may be determined before one comes to be, but we can redeem the time through righteous living. For non-believers, the meaning we make through relationships and service can also resonate beyond our lifespans. Either way, how we spend our borrowed time shapes a legacy. Regrets of the dying. Insights for living fully. The bonus case study on regrets of the dying. In studying palliative care patients, Australian psychiatrist Bronnie Ware uncovered the most common end-of-life regrets. Topping the list, not fully being themselves and wishing they hadn't worked so hard. Many wished they'd expressed more love, taken more risks, kept in touch better, and let themselves be happier. Imagine if we addressed those priorities now before it's too late. Her insights inspire, making each remaining moment matter. However long your life proves to be, what matters is that you lived it with wholehearted engagement, purpose, and love. This is just one of many conversations worth having about the art of living fully. We appreciate you joining this conversation on life's richness. You don't want to miss the next video because we're going to share more wisdom with you. If the next video is already live, you can check it out next to me, right here. If you see a video here, it means the next video in the series is out. To check it out, click it. I hope you're getting a ton of value from this series so far. We'll see you in the next video, right here.